Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, just wanting to remind you all about these figures that I'm doing a raffle-style giveaway on. We're trying to raise some funds for a big Toys for Tots shopping spree. I'm going to link the video with all the information in the description below. Let's go ahead and get into this review. Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, wanting to take a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Gaming Greats RC-1140 Fixer from Star Wars Republic Commando. Looks super cool in the box, but let's go ahead and get into the review and give you a look at everything we're getting here. Alright, you guys know how it goes. We always start by taking a look at the packaging. This is your standard with a window, although that's going away soon, Black Series packaging. Featuring your Black Series logo up top, a big window showing Fixer and accessories off nicely, your Gaming Greats sticker logo there, Star Wars Republic Commando and the blue stripe RC-1140 Fixer, warning 4+ Hasbro. This side of the box features artwork of Fixer, looking super cool there. This side of the box features your Gaming Greats logo, wraparound window, blue stripe, Star Wars Black Series logo down at the bottom. Around back, you got your Black Series logo, RC-1140 Fixer. You got another picture of Fixer with the Republic Commando game logo there. A bio about Fixer in varying languages. Pause and read whichever language applies to you. He's number 13 in the Gaming Greats lineup. A bunch of legalese, Disney, Hasbro logos. Barcodes, more legalese. Top of the box features a hanger tab and a window, which allows a little bit of light in the box should you choose to keep your figures in the box. I'm not a loser. I open my toys. Without further ado, let's do that and take a look at what's inside. Alright, so here we have Fixer out of the box, and as I've done with the other two, we're just going to keep up the trend. So let me just go ahead and make your bitchy comments for you. But the Republic Commando armor is bulkier than Hunter. Why would they reuse the Hunter? I don't like it. That gun isn't big enough. He's too skinny. Alright, got that out of my system for you guys. I don't give a shit. These guys look closer to the Clone Wars appearance, and that is fine for me. We were never going to get any of these obscure characters without there being some reuse. Hunter being skinny, it doesn't matter to me. It was either this or no Fixer. So, I will die on that hill. So, let's look at our accessories first. He comes with the standard Republic Commando blaster, this time in a very dark gray plastic, looking rather nice. We've had this a few times with Boss, Hunter, Wrecker. It's been passed around a little bit. So, nice mold. It's not a modified version like Sev got the sniper mode, it's not, a grenade launcher variant or however. This is just the standard blaster. I'm okay with that. This is my favorite version. When I played Republic Commando, I never really used any of the other attachments. So I also never threw it on the ground. That's just something I do when reviewing these. So, nice blaster. Works well. Then he comes with a uniquely tooled backpack. This is actually a new sculpt. It's similar to the other Commando's backpack, but of course it has these bulkier sides with a big, like handlebar antenna thing up top. Makes sense. He is kind of like the nerd of the group, the tech from the Bad Batch equivalent here, if you will. So, he has the nerdy, computery backpack, and it looks nice. Features that T-shaped peg that is on all the other Commando backpacks. When you look at his back here, features a T-shaped hole. Ports in nice and tight like so. And there you have Fixer wearing his backpack. Now, you guys want to gripe about the Hunter body not being big enough for Fixer. Maybe that's a valid gripe. Maybe I'm being a little bit of an asshat by mocking you guys in the beginning of all these Commando videos, but I like to make real gripes. So, let me just kick the angle down a little bit. My gripe is actually about the lack of green paint on the chest here. People kind of pointed it out back when the figure first got announced about how they had missed a chest paint app. Apparently the green is supposed to cover this like bottom kind of like center highlighted area. I'll try to find a picture of the game model and include. So you guys worry about him being skinny, that's fine, but I want the accurate paint apps. Considering that the only new thing here is the backpack, and then they've retooled an antenna on the helmet, I'm getting there. The body is not new. There has been no changes here, so the production cost is minimal. You definitely had that 1/8 of a cent of green paint there, but it didn't happen, and that's fine, I guess. So, Looking at the figure, we'll start at the head as we always do. Just look at how that blue on the eye visor is just glinting in the light. I love that about these guys. All of them have really nice blue on the eyes. This helmet features a side-mounted antenna, which is character accurate. This is the first time they've made a Commando helmet with the antenna in the Black Series line. It's nice to see that they can focus retooling certain pieces when it comes to details like that, but they miss a eighth of a cent of paint, or they can't just, you know, make a slightly retooled forearm to not have a knife socket, but that's okay. Looks really nice, though. The green is a really nice color. It's kind of, I don't want to say olive, but it is like a darker, maybe forest green is a good way to call it. But nice green going on. Get the white shoulder pad with a green stripe compared to the green shoulder pad with no white on it. The two green dots on the chest for his rank. I like the little subtle scratches sculpted here and there. I even like the printed on splatter weathering. If it was a character you would army build, you know, it would get repetitive. But since it's one and done, I'm okay with the kind of textures being set on every single one. Looks really nice going down. You, of course, have your black bodysuit, green stripes going down the arms, your little communicator there. Wish they'd hit those with just a tiny bit of paint. Like, I mean, just to accentuate them, but that's okay. White forearm here. You got the stripe going down it. Actually have that rotated in the socket a little bit there. And that looks a little bit nicer, don't it? So, nice green stripe. As I mentioned, the Hunter forearm knife socket is still there. Wish they would do something about that, or even just make a plug, you know, just so it's not a deep receptacle in the arm. He has the green all over the abdomen, and then you have the green inner thighs with the white outer with the stripe on them. So, I mean, other than the missing green on the chest, it is a very accurate Republic Commando, I gotta say, even if it's not as bulky as the whiniest of us would prefer it to be. To run through our articulation here, he features a double ball hinge neck, allowing him to look that far up, which is okay. Not the best, but it's okay. He can bring his chin down, which isn't very far because they have a very big like jawline on these helmets. He can rotate, pivot a ton, you know, get the bring it around town going on. His arms can come up to a T-pose. There's a nice butterfly joint worked in there. He can 360 at the shoulder. The shoulder pad can come with it, as the shoulder pad is on a ring inset in the joint. Features single jointed elbows and can go way past 90 and then rotate 360 at the wrist, hinging in and out on the left hand, up and down on the right. Features that mid-torso ball joint that allows him to crunch that far forward, which is nice, that far back, which is nice, although it does gap a little in the front when you go back. Got some side-to-side pivot and rotation. The legs can kick almost all the way out, which is nice for an armored guy. His legs can kick pretty far forward, a little bit back. There's an upper thigh rotation there. Single jointed knees can go a little past 90 and then rotate at the knee. And then the feet can go that far down. Nice little snap in there. They're not really easy to bend, but when they go, they go. There's some nice detents. They can go pretty far forward. And there's a forward-facing pin for rocker, allowing you to get him in some pretty decent stances with both feet flat on the ground. To get him standing up here, let's do some size comparisons. Probably not going to see too much variation in size, but let's just bring in the Resta Delta squad just to give you an idea. And as you see, they all stand basically at the same height. Look, maybe a hair different, but their legs are slightly differently positioned. How about the AliExpress Commander Apo? Just to give you an idea of a standard clone trooper. And then the body, which is totally not too skinny to be a Republic Commando. The Bad Batch Hunter over there. As you see, these all clock at basically the exact same height, and they're clones, so they totally should. So it works for me. So, end of the day, what do I think of Fixer? I gotta say, I'm really happy with this one. That little bit of green, yeah, that bugs me. But otherwise, it's a good figure. As I have made very clear, I don't care about him being skinny. Everything else has turned out really nice. I like the unique backpack he's got going on here. I love the blue on the visor, like I said, on all of these, but this one's just really catching the light nicely. The light weathering that Hasbro's applied is just really well done. The articulation on the Hunter body is absolutely top-notch. I'm getting ready to start thinking of my top 10 figures of the year like I like to do every December, and honestly, just because of how good that Hunter body is, I'm tempted to try and slip at least, Fixer or Sev on the list, just because, they're really fun figures to pose and play with. But anyway, it's a good addition to the collection. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. My local GameStop, because I do in-store pre-orders of GameStop the majority of the time, had them within 2 days of them going live on the website to buy, which was fine, and they had extras to put on the shelf. I assume that means it's probably the case everywhere, which would be nice. So there is a pretty good chance that you can go to your local store, at least in the next few weeks, and they might start showing up, which would be nice. Or they've been pretty well in stock. I don't think they've been out of stock yet on their website, so you can try and get it that way too. Thrill of the Hunt's kind of more fun to me, but the website is the guaranteed way, so pick your poison. But I recommend it, especially if you have the other Commandos. I think it's a more or less required figure. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go work on some other videos. Thanks for watching. It means a lot that you did. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the end of video stuff. You know the drill. I'll catch you next time. Until then, may the Force be with each and every one of you. Bye.